The season's nearly over, and the winners and losers of football capitalism are all but confirmed. And it looks like all three promoted teams are heading straight back down to the Championship. So in this video, we're looking at 5 players that Premier League clubs could swoop in for, stripping some quality assets before these clubs parachute back down to the second tier. And stick around for the end of the video, as we'll reveal which one of these players could just sneak into Tuchel's England squad for next summer's World Cup, if they make the right move. So first up is Kyle Walker-Peters, who's consistently been one of Southampton's best players in a season where they've truly struggled. And out of everyone else on this list, he's got the most Premier League experience under his belt. A return to Spurs where he started his career has been mooted, but honestly, we think a move to Everton makes more sense. With Ashley Young and Seamus Coleman both winding down their careers, Walker-Peters could be a really big upgrade. Plus, his contract's up at the end of the season, meaning Everton could snap him up for free. Win-win. Next up is another defender in Leif Davis. Ipswich have shown flashes of form this season, however, it's looking likely that they're heading straight back down to the Championship. One player who probably won't be going with them though is their left-back Leif Davis. He's only 25 and contracted until 2028, but it will be a big surprise if no one makes a move for him this summer. His attacking instincts and his dead ball expertise would be a great asset for many established Premier League teams. We reckon Bournemouth might make a move, especially if Kirkes ends up at Liverpool, like the rumours suggest. Fulham could also be in the mix if Anthony Robinson leaves Craven Cottage. Either way, Davis would really fit the mould for both sides and would be a great player under managers like Iriola and Marco Silva. Around 25 million, and he's probably staying in the Premier League. Now we switch to Leicester and their goalkeeper Mads Hermansen. The Dane has been kept busy all season, but that's allowed him to showcase his exceptional shot stopping and his prowess with the ball at his feet. In the club's promotion season, he was instrumental in the style of play that then manager Enzo Maresca wanted to adopt. And although Leicester have had to change in the Premier League, Hermansen has done his reputation no harm at all. There's an outside bet that Maresca might be tempted to bring Hermansen to Chelsea, but we can see him being snapped up by someone like Wolves or West Ham, who have both suffered this season with inconsistent performances by their first-choice keepers. Failing that, he would be a quality signing for one of the newly promoted sides. A fee of around £15 to £20 million might be enough to persuade Leicester to sell. Our second Southampton player on this list is 19-year-old Tyler Dibling, who's had a breakthrough season, even with the Saints rooted to the bottom of the Premier League. Back in January, Spurs reportedly had a £35 million bid rejected for him, and Southampton even came out and said it would take £100 million for him to make the move. That might have been a bit optimistic, but it shows how highly they rate him. That said, once their relegation is confirmed, it's hard to see him sticking around in the Championship. Spurs could easily come back in for him, and Arsenal could also throw their hat in the ring. There's also been rumours that RB Leipzig and Germany are also interested. But for us, the perfect move for him would be to Newcastle. With his socks rolled down and that elegant gliding style, there's more than a bit of the Chris Waddles about him. And you just know the Geordies would love that. With someone like Jacob Murphy already at the club, there wouldn't be pressure on him to start every week. And if he continues to grow, Dibling could be a real star for Newcastle over the next few years. Despite Southampton's earlier stance, a fee of around £50 million could be enough to seal a move away from the South Coast. Last up, and probably the most talked about name on this list, is Ipswich's powerhouse striker Liam Delap. The 22-year-old has really made a name for himself this season, using his strength and relentless work rate to make him one of the most exciting English forwards around. And let's be honest, a few top Premier League clubs could really do with that kind of presence up front. Man United and Chelsea have both been linked, but we're not convinced either move would be great for him. United already have a couple of young strikers who have struggled this season, and they probably need a bit more experience to help guide them. As for Chelsea, with the way things have been so chaotic, it's a risky move for any young player to find minutes or consistency. So here's a wild but sensible shout. How about a return to Manchester City? It's where Delap started out, and while Haaland obviously isn't going anywhere, the Norwegian does tend to pick up injuries now and again. Also, Delap's physical, direct style isn't a million miles away from Haaland, which means Pep could slot him in with minimal disruption if needed. He's still raw, but could a season as Haaland's understudy be enough for him to sneak into England's World Cup squad next summer? There's also strong rumours that City have a buyback clause, so a fee of around £40 million could be enough to bring him back to the club. So that's 5 players who we think are too good to go down. Let me know in the comments if you agree with our choices. And tell me which players you'd sign for your club from the teams that are likely to go down. Thanks for watching Pixel Football. Remember to give this video a like and to subscribe to the channel. And I'll be seeing you again soon.